We're very excited about our next guest, Ewan McGregor. He's an Emmy award-winning actor, and he stars in a new series on Paramount Plus. Adapted from the best-selling book, the novel A Gentleman in Moscow, the series has the very same name, and it begins in 1921 after the Russian Revolution. McGregor's character is sentenced to house arrest in a beautiful Moscow hotel for the rest of his life. And the series follows his life there and the unlikely friendship he forms with a 9-year-old hotel guest named Nina.
My godfather was a second on more than one occasion.
A second?
When two gentlemen agree to duel, they each appoint seconds, lieutenants who settle upon the rules of engagement.
What sort of rules of engagement?
The time, the place, what weapons will be used, if it's pistols, how many paces. One of the duels my godfather seconded sprang from a dispute that occurred in this very hotel between an admiral and a prince, whose differences came to a head one night in the lobby.
Were they in love with the same woman?
I don't think a woman was involved.
A woman is always involved.
Yes.
The wisdom
Yes,
of
Nina.
children. Ewan McGregor joins us now. Ewan, thank you very much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Fantastic in this. It's a mesmerizing series.
Yes.
I'm one episode in. I can't wait to watch the next 7. Did you take the role because you got to grow one of the most magnificent mustaches of all time?
What a monster. Yeah, it's a beauty. I knew that from experience that I didn't want to wear a fake mustache. They're very restrictive, you know? You glue them on, and then all day you're trying not to have them ping off.
Fall off, yes.
And I just thought, we're shooting this for 6 months. I can't. So I grew my own, and as you can see, it's quite a fantastic moustache. You know, I was very proud of it.
And there's a lot of hair work here because there's a bit of a perm.
Perm.
Yeah.
I just thought he should have. It's funny. I did this series very early on in my career called The Red and the Black, Stendhal's novel The Rouge et Noir. And on the front of that novel, I remember this painting of a gentleman who looks not dissimilar to the Count that you see here, and that's where I thought he should have dark hair, and it should be sort of wild, and a big the moustache obviously is in the book. So,
but why did you want to take this role as Alexander Rostov, the Count who wasn't anymore after the Revolution?
It's a really fascinating story. I'm just looking for great stories to tell. I think I don't have like a checklist of things I'm looking for when I decide to do a role, but I have to be moved by it and see myself in it and want to be in it. And he's such a wonderful character, and it's such a beautiful novel. I think really once I read the book, it was a no-brainer. I wanted to be the Count, you know.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, Ewan, they only gave us 2 episodes, and after I watched them both, I thought, God, I wish they would have given us all, because I'm not familiar with the book, so I don't know how this is going to turn out. But I love the story. I love your interaction with little Nina.
Yeah.
I love the agent, what do you call him?
Sort of our early KGB man.
Yes, the KGB guy. I love that. But you also are acting with your wife in this. And I'm curious. I'm always curious when I see husband and wives acting together. Do you have a secret language when you're doing the scenes? Because she plays your love interest.
Yeah. We had such
an
fun.
actress who Nina says isn't very good.
Well, that's Nina's. That's
what
Nina's
Nina
impression.
says.
Yeah, I think there's a little rivalry going on there.
Yes.
Yeah, it's such a joy to work with Mary. We met working together on Fargo, season 3 of Fargo, and we have a I don't know, we click when we're working. It's very instinctive and wonderful. We got these 2 characters are really wonderful characters to play, and you'll see there's some lovely stuff to play after they have spent the first night together as lovers.
Yes.
He makes a terrible mistake and says something that upsets her.
Yes.
And picks up, Amor writes about it beautifully in his book, picks up a chemise that she's left lying on the floor, and she says, don't do that, as he's leaving. And he does it anyway, and it drives her insane.
Why do men do that, Ewing?
I don't know.
They do things they deliberately know are going to
I know, even after you
Gayle, let's stay on track. Let's stay on track.
So for some years thereafter, she keeps appearing in the hotel and totally cold shoulders him. Won't look in his direction. And for us, as married people in love, to play those scenes was very funny, you know.
Must be
quite autobiographical, if you will. This character, from the very beginning, has everything taken away from him. And that's what wraps you into the story. But he tells an old friend, quote, "They can take away your house, they can take away everything, but they can't take away who you are." I'm fascinated by that for 2 reasons. One, the character, but then also as someone who's been in this industry for a long time, I'm pretty sure you've had moments where things didn't go your way. You didn't get a gig or an audition. It just fell through. How did you remain the same man you were walking into this business throughout the ups and downs of the industry? Because I know that at times things were taken away from you.
Well, you know, I've been very, very lucky. I've always loved the work, and I'm lucky that it's been like sort of my, I don't know, like a through line of my life, my career, my work, and I love doing it, and I think the work is the most important thing, and I think when you're young and you become, you know, I was very young when Trainspotting became such a phenomenon, and there was a lot to deal with as a young person, but luckily for me, I've always remembered that the work's the most important thing, and so all of the superfluous side of our business, I've managed to sort of navigate, because the work is always what I come back to.
Well, you do the work very well. You and your daughter's also in the business. You work with her. You work with your wife.
Yeah.
Terrific.
Thank you so much.
Really
That's nice. Well, I love this series very much. I love playing this character, and we've got an amazing cast, and the design is beautiful. I think it's a real beautiful escape for people.
It is.
It is totally immersive. I'm glad you're having a good time. Viewers are going to have a great time as well. Ewan McGregor, thank you very much.
And cute shoes.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
A Gentleman in Moscow premieres March 29th on Paramount Plus, which we are proud to say, like CBS, is a division of Paramount Global.